shots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Razorbacks will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Wade. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Scores on the sneak.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone. He came up a little short. Quarterback making a adjustments. White going to attack through the air. That's caught. It's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, for some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Razorbacks will line it up on first and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kearney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball in.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making checks. White wants to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance.
There he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the back. Throws it back. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Snap in the shotgun. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. White going to attack through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Snap it to the back. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Razorbacks are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. White wants to throw it. Unloads to the wide out. Trying to find the end zone. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over LSU. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's in open space downfield. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to move them on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field.
It's a fumble! Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Quick completion to the right. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
To throw, it's Mateer. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Gibson. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a 1-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Going to give him a different look. They'll send the the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Brown. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. White going to attack through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that
he lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Send that offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to...
They'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
To the air, it's Mateer. Soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and
picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. White wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter in.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? White going to attack through the air. They're working that left side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Batir. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kearney. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Flips it out on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The handoff to Johnson. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Arkansas! And that one will give them the lead.
Every time we speak to defense, defenses before they play this guy. They all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kearney. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the marker. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Calls his own number. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it. The end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
White wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Brown. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. From the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play get the football back. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mateer. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A run for the quarterback. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. White going to attack through the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's flat. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. A quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my...
Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. Into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
On the run, it's Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He wants a big play here late. Got his man all by himself. There he goes. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. He's got the tight end. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the 4th. One minute left to play. Plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Brown. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Razorbacks enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Gets the back moving. White wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's straight inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
This one's complete. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA.